In this video, we're going to look at the top 10 stud finder available on the market today. We made this list based on our own opinion, research, and customer reviews. We've considered their price, quality, durability, features, and values when narrowing down the best choices possible. If you want more information and updated pricing on the products mentioned, be sure to check the links in the description box below. So, here are the top 10 best stud finder. At the first position of our list, we have ProSensor Franklin sensors. This stud finder uses multi-sense technology to provide you with an accurate determination of your stud's location. It'll instantly find your metal and wood studs in addition to other hidden objects. It's capable of scanning a depth of up to 1.5 inches. While scanning for multiple objects simultaneously, it can also determine their width. What's nice about this stud finder is that it requires a one-step operation. This makes it very easy for even a beginner to use. Push on the button to turn it on and read the LED lights for the stud's location. Unfortunately, the accuracy rate of this stud finder isn't great. This can lead to frustration in using multiple stud finders to confirm your readings. It also won't work on older construction homes that use plaster and lath construction. Moving on to the next at number 2 with CH Hanson Magnetic Stud Finder. You can buy this stud finder as a single piece, a set of 2, or a pack of 3. A magnet both finds the stud and gives you hands-free use. In the center of the unit is a level. It can scan to a depth of 1 inch. On the sides of the units are soft grip pads to make holding it comfortable. You'll like how small and compact this stud finder is. It fits comfortably into your pocket, which makes it readily within reach and easy to carry with you. You also don't need any batteries to work it, so dead batteries are no longer a concern. Unfortunately, the magnet is not very strong. This makes it rather ineffective at finding studs. It won't work through the plaster. When using it on drywall, it's only effective at finding nails and electrical wires. It'll also leave scratches and marks on the wall as you slide it while trying to find a stud. The number 3 position is held by Studpop Magnetic Stud Finder. This magnetic stud finder actually moves and clicks when a metal fastener is located. It has powerful magnets that can work to locate your studs up to half an inch deep. You'll receive a single round black unit with a colored center post. What makes this stud finder stand out is that it can work on a wide variety of walls. This includes plaster, sheetrock, and wood lath. It's also accurate and doesn't require any calibration or batteries. One downside of this unit is that you can't choose the color. It'll be a randomly chosen surprise upon arrival. The pictures also show multiple units in each picture. However, you'll only receive one. The magnet also struggles to work on plaster walls. Next at number 4, we have Zircon StudSensor Handheld Electronic Stud Finder. If you want the accuracy of a high-end model without the confusing controls, check out the Zircon StudSensor Handheld Electronic Stud Finder. Featuring a handheld design, it works to quickly identify both the center point and edges of status. You can use it on wood and metal, lending it a handy versatility. With an advanced scanning system, you can assess depth with complete ease. Calibrating easily, the stud finder includes both wire warning and automatic correcting technology. The first enables you to safely avoid unshielded AC wires, preventing risk while you work. The correcting tech ensures that if there is an error in calibration, the system rectifies it right away. Operating on alkaline batteries, this tool is simple to use. Press the power button to set it up and start scanning. Each of the modes is easy to access, letting you peer behind the scenes of everything from stucco to plaster. The only downside is that there is no rechargeable option. An alkaline battery tech leaves something to be desired. While these batteries are more affordable than lithium, they have a shorter lifespan. Be sure to have backup batteries to avoid any issues with the tool. The number 5 position is held by StudBuddy Magnetic Stud Finder. Sometimes, simple is better. The StudBuddy Magnetic Stud Finder showcases that truth with its incomparable ease of use. For starters, like all other magnetic stud finders, it doesn't require any external power source. Secondly, it is a hanging model that lets you work hands-free after you identify the stud. The magnet itself is made out of neodymium, a lanthanide that is classed as a rare earth element. Uniquely malleable, it has the ability to integrate into an alloy and add to its magnetic pull in a substantial way. In this case, it detects studs more accurately and from further away. Lightweight and effective on either wood or metal, it's easy to mark your studs. Another noteworthy feature is the brand's commitment to hire Heroes USA and the National Breast Cancer Coalition, a quality stud finder backed by worthy causes. This represents a solid all-around pick. It's worth noting, however, that this tool cannot keep up with the demands of a larger-scale project or commercial use. Stick to mounting hardware and hanging frames to get the best results with this option. The number 6 position is dominated by BLACK+DECKER Line Laser Stud Finder. Say goodbye to crooked picture frames. The BLACK+DECKER features an edge-type sensor, and the tool comes with a self-leveling horizontal laser line. Together, the two functions make an impressive team for hanging a series of pictures or other artwork. It features self-calibration that requires holding the tool against the wall and then depressing the power button and holding it down for a few seconds. The word initializing flashes across the red backlit LCD screen, quickly followed by the word ready. The tool is then ready to begin scanning. I tested the BLACK+DECKER on the test wall to determine its accuracy. As I moved the stud finder toward the stud, a series of lines appeared at the outer edges of the screen to indicate the edge of a stud was detected, and the word stud found appeared on the screen. To find the center of the stud, I marked the wall when the finder detected one edge, and then I scanned from the other side and did the same thing. The center was right between the two marks. Then I tried the laser, and I was sold. Here's how easy it is to use. In the upper center of the stud finder, it's a clear plastic depression with a hole in the very middle. I made a mark with a pencil on the wall, and then lined up the hole in the stud finder with the pencil mark. I then switched on the laser function from a button on the side. A bright red laser beam shone out horizontally. I had my helper make a pencil mark about 4 feet away on the laser line. I then inserted 2 nails in each of the marks and tied a taut string between them. I checked the level of the string with my carpenter's level, and it was accurate. For those who need to be able to define a horizontal level and detect wood and metal studs, the BLACK+DECKER Stud Finder does the trick. Moving on to the next at number 7 with Zircon StudSensor at 100 Pro/DIY 3-in-1 multi-scanner. Never miss a stud again. For those who need to find the center of a stud, either for securely hanging artwork or cutting the drywall along the stud center line, the Zircon Stud Finder shines. I inserted a 9-volt battery, and the stud finder was ready to go. As I slid the tool across the surface of the test wall, diagonal lines appeared on either side of the digital display to indicate the sensors were moving over a stud. As soon as I reached the stud center, the lines met in a V, and a lighted red arrow appeared on the wall above. The red arrow was right on the center of the stud, and had I inserted a nail or screw at that point, it would have been dead on. I moved on to testing for repeat accuracy on a regular wall. I started at one end of the wall and made an entire scan from side to side. Every time the Zircon tagged the center of a stud, I marked the wall with a pencil. To my amazement, the marks were almost exactly 16 inches apart within a 1/16 inch. This was without needing to calibrate the tool, but the Zircon does come with an auto-calibration feature if it ever needs to be recalibrated for accuracy. The Zircon Stud Finder also did an excellent job of detecting live wires, and while I didn't have any metal studs to scan for, the Stud Finder detected steel rebar in a concrete planter. The number 8 position is held by Craftsman Stud Finder, 3/4 inch depth. This basic Craftsman Stud Finder doesn't come with a lot of bells and whistles, but it gets the job done and at a very attractive price point. I was a bit surprised on the first inspection of the Craftsman Stud Finder. It weighs less than 4 ounces, and it's just 5'1/2 inches long. I didn't hold out much hope that it would do the job. I was wrong. I put a 9-volt battery in the stud finder and pressed the power button on the side. A beep and a green light on the top lit up to indicate the stud finder was ready to go to work. With this stud finder, I discovered the user has to hold the power button down while scanning let off the button, and the tool goes back to sleep. I ran the Craftsman Stud Finder over the test wall and then over a standard wall. When the sensor detected the edge of a stud, the tool emitted a beep, and the edge light on the front lit up. This tool comes with an edge sensor only, but that's all you need to find a stud. A standard 2x4 stud is 1/2 inches thick, so by measuring 75 inches from where the Craftsman indicates the edge of a stud, you'll find the center. For the cost, you can't beat the accuracy. Next at number 9, we have VIVREAL Stud Finder. On first use, I was a little surprised that VIVREAL Stud Finder didn't detect the stud behind the test wall. On further inspection, it was a blatant case of user error. The instructions very clearly say the tool must be calibrated before every scan. That was a simple matter of selecting the mode I was scanning for, wood stud, and then holding the device against the wall while depressing the scan button on the side. In a few seconds, the tool beeped, indicating calibration was complete, and I rescanned the test wall. The VIVREAL showed a series of horizontal bars as the scanner neared the stud and a beep when it found the stud's center. On the whole wall test, the VIVREAL was also highly accurate, finding the center of each stud. It also found the wires running to the light switch. The back of the stud finder features 3 thin felt pads, which make it slide effortlessly across the wall. The VIVREAL wall scanner stands out for its versatility. It features 4 scanning modes: stud, metal wire, and deep, and comes with a graphical LCD display. Users can select the mode, adjust the signal strength, or perform automatic calibration. This stud finder is a worthy option for a do-it-yourselfer with a lengthy to-do list. Finally, the number 10 position is dominated by BOSCH Digital Multi-Scanner GMS 120. I found the BOSCH Digital Multi-Scanner highly accurate for detecting a range of materials, even materials found in thicker walls. Like many electronic stud finders, the BOSCH takes a 9-volt battery to run all its functions. It comes with user-friendly images on the front for selecting wood, metal, and live wires modes, making it easy to use the device even without reading the instructions. One of the features I like the most about the BOSCH Stud Finder is its actual power button. There's nothing for the user to hold down while scanning. Use the power button to turn the tool on, and it stays on until you turn it off. While this may lead to batteries running down more quickly if the device is inadvertently left on, I like this feature immensely. With an always-on power button, I could hold the tool the way I wanted to, rather than needing to grasp it awkwardly to keep a button depressed. The BOSCH Stud Finder is self-calibrating. Turn it on, select the mode, and then hold it in place on the wall for a few seconds to calibrate it. During scanning, when the tool neared a stud, an orange light ring on the face lit up. As I slid the device over the stud, the light ring turned red, and the stud finder emitted a beep. When the tool was directly over the stud, the word center appeared in the LCD display. The BOSCH also hit on live wiring in the wall and on metal fasteners and wood studs. In addition, this multi-use stud finder comes with the ability to turn on a backlight in the display and mute the beeping noise, making it well suited for low-light situations or where someone might find the beeping distracting. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. If we helped you out in any way, please hit the like and subscribe button. We'll see you guys in the next videos.